Throughout the years, Minecraft has been predicted to die off countless times. But somehow the game is still alive to this day, and this is largely due to one single server. This is the Unstable SMP, the most popular SMP in all of Minecraft, consisting of the biggest Minecraft creators on the planet. But there's actually a lot more to its story than most people know. Even if you've been a fan of Unstable SMP for years, I promise you're gonna learn something new from this video. This is the server that revived the Minecraft. So how exactly did Unstable SMP become what it is today? Well, in order to understand this, we have to go back to where it all started. And that means talking about a completely different server called Lifesteal SMP. Yeah, you heard that right. Before Unstable SMP even existed, there was Lifesteal, and the creator behind both, Parrot X too. But here's where things get really interesting. Parrot wasn't just a member of Lifesteal. He was one of its founding members and the person who created the entire Lifesteal mechanic that made the server famous in the first place. The server was originally created by JPEG and Manepear on July 12, 2021, and it was supposed to be just another hardcore SMP, but when Parrot joined, he proposed something completely different, a mechanic where if you killed the player, you gained a heart. And if you died, you would lose a heart. This was the birth of the Lifesteal mechanic, and Parrot was the one who came up with it. And this mechanic changed everything. Suddenly, you had this dynamic where players weren't just fighting for resources or territory. They were literally fighting for their ability to stay on the server. Lose all your hearts and you are banned. The stakes couldn't have been higher and the content practically wrote itself. Parrot went on to be a server owner for seasons 1 through 4, and his videos on Lifesteal dominated his channel. The Lifesteal mechanic that Parrot invented became one of the most iconic server concepts in Minecraft history, spawning countless imitators and establishing itself as a staple of the genre, alongside servers like HermitCraft and Dream SMP. But then something changed. In season 5, Parrot stepped down as server owner, handing the role to Spokeishere. And at the end of that season, Parrot left Lifesteal entirely. But why? Why would someone leave the server they helped create, the server that made them successful? The answer is simple. He had a bigger vision. On April 21st, 2024, a video titled How to Destroy the Unstable SMP appeared on Spokeishere's channel. This was the first episode of what would become Unstable Universe. And just a few days later, on April 27, 2024, Parrot uploaded This Button Destroys the World, his first episode in the series. Now you might be thinking, okay, another Minecraft SMP, what makes this one different? Because here's the thing, Unstable SMP is actually a fully scripted Minecraft video series. Parrot alongside Spoke, Wemmbu and later FlameFrags set out to create something that had never really been done before at this scale. They were creating arcs that spanned multiple episodes across multiple creators' channels. Each of the 4 main protagonists tells their own story from their perspective, but all of these stories interconnect to form one massive connected universe. And the scale of this project is absolutely insane. Unstable Universe features not just the 4 main creators, but dozens of other Minecraft YouTubers playing recurring roles. clownpierce, Prince Zam, wifies, Rackrub2, Purple, Manepear and countless others all appear throughout this entire series, each bringing their own unique energy to the narrative. The server itself is positioned as the world's largest hardcore Minecraft server, and the premise is simple but brutal. If you die once, you're banned forever. Everything you worked for, your items, your builds, your friends, all gone in an instant. This creates genuine tension in every encounter, even though the series is scripted. The players know the stakes are high, and that translates to the audience. But what really sets Unstable SMP apart is the production quality and storytelling ambition. The videos are cinematic productions, some running over an hour long, with professional editing, coordinated plots, and narrative arcs that would make television writers jealous. We are talking about way more than simple 10-minute videos here. Take the Invisible Mafia arc, for example. This storyline ran across multiple episodes and multiple creators' channels. telling the story of a mysterious organization whose members remain invisible at all times. The arc featured twists, betrayals, and a mystery that kept viewers guessing for months. The villain, Ashlag, claimed to be working under a mysterious figure known only as the Director, who was supposedly responsible for killing wifies. Eventually, it was revealed that the Director was actually wifies himself, who had faked his death by renaming a wolf and throwing it into the void. This kind of long-form storytelling, with proper setup, payoff, and emotional beats is something you basically never see in Minecraft content. Then there's the King's arc, which concluded with Parrot's episode I Became King of the Unstable SMP. This arc centered around Lettucek, who started as a character fighting for justice but slowly descended into tyranny. He established a faction called the Law, rigged an election, kidnapped Parrot's best friend Teal, and sent thousands of players to their deaths. The arc ended with a massive battle at the Northern Council, with Parrot leading a coalition of players including Spoke, Wemmbu, FlameFrags, Manepear, Prince Zem, and others against Lettucek's army. The battle lasted over an hour in-game, and the editing seamlessly cut between multiple perspectives to show different parts of the fight. And the emotional beats in these stories hit hard. Deputy Ace, Lettucek's right-hand man, ultimately betrayed him and helped Parrot escape, saying the now famous line, "I'd rather die standing than live kneeling." Characters like Dean the Bean, who was revealed to be a spy but slowly earned Parrot's trust before dying when his invisibility was removed, created genuine emotional investment from the audience. This level of narrative complexity is something Minecraft content has never really seen before. Most SMPs either remain completely unscripted and chaotic, or they have loose storylines that creators improvise around. Unstable Universe is fully scripted, with clear story arcs, character development, thematic elements, and coordinated releases across multiple channels. And the impact on Parrot's channel has been massive. As of early 2026, Parrot has reached 3 million subscribers, and his Unstable Universe videos consistently pull millions of views. His video I Became King of the Unstable SMP alone demonstrates the draw of this content, with fans discussing the episode across TikTok, Reddit, and Discord, analyzing every detail, theorizing about future storylines, and creating fan content. But here's what's really fascinating. Unstable Universe has created something that feels more like a television series than YouTube content. The series even has its own wiki, documenting every episode, every character, every relationship, and every plot point. Fans have created timelines, relationship charts, and extensive lore documents. There's a dedicated fan base that treats this like any other prestige television show. The series has introduced concepts like the timeline system, treating in-universe events with the same seriousness that Game of Thrones fans treat the history of Westeros. The wiki states that each year in the timeline equals 365 in-game Minecraft days, or 5 real-life days, showing the level of detail and planning that goes into this world. And the innovation doesn't stop at storytelling. Unstable Universe has introduced gameplay elements that have become iconic to the server. The orbital strike cannon, stasis chambers, invisible mafia tactics, elaborate prison systems. All of these gameplay features are woven into the narrative in meaningful ways. When Wemmbu uses an orbital strike cannon to obliterate an enemy base, the moment becomes a plot point that affects future episodes and changes the direction of the story. The series has also shown impressive flexibility in its structure. Originally operating with a Season 1 framework, the creators made the decision to abolish seasons entirely after Season 1, instead letting the narrative flow organically from arc to arc. This decision shows the willingness to evolve the format based on what works best for storytelling, rather than sticking to strict structural rules. And when creators share content between channels, viewers get invested in the entire interconnected universe instead of just one storyline. A plot thread introduced in Spoke's video will pay off in Parrot's video 3 weeks later. A character introduced in Wembu's episode becomes crucial to FlameFrags' storyline. This creates a viewing experience where dedicated fans watch all 4 main characters' channels to get the complete picture, dramatically increasing engagement and watch time across the board. But here's the most important thing, Unstable SMP has shown that scripted Minecraft content can work at scale. For years, the prevailing wisdom in Minecraft YouTube was that unscripted, genuine reactions were what audiences wanted. Dream SMP succeeded largely because despite having loose storylines, it maintained the feeling of spontaneity and real reactions. Unstable Universe proves that you can have fully scripted content and still create compelling, engaging stories that audiences love if you commit to quality. And the commitment to quality is evident in every aspect of production. The editing across all 4 main creators' channels maintains a consistent cinematic standard. Wide establishing shots, dramatic music, coordinated color grading, and professional sound design create a viewing experience that feels premium. These videos clearly involve significant planning, coordination, and post-production work. They're definitely not being made in a weekend. The server has also managed to maintain narrative momentum across an impressive number of episodes. As of early 2026, Unstable Universe has over 100 episodes across the 4 main creators' channels, with major arcs including the Invisible Mafia, the Director arc, the King's arc, and the ongoing Season 3 storylines. Each arc builds on what came before, with recurring creators, consequences that matter, and a sense that the world is evolving. And here's something that often goes unnoticed. Parrot is only 20 years old. Yeah, you heard that right, 20. This person who invented the Lifesteal mechanic, built one of the most successful SMPs in Minecraft history, left that server to create an even more ambitious project, and is now running a multi-creator scripted series with television level production quality is still in its early 20s. When you put it in that perspective, the scope of what's been accomplished becomes even more impressive. The success of Unstable Universe has also had ripple effects across the Minecraft YouTube ecosystem. Other creators are now experimenting with more scripted content, more coordinated storytelling, and higher production values. The bar for what Minecraft content can be has been permanently raised. So, is Unstable SMP really the SMP that revived Minecraft? That might sound like a hyperbole, but consider this. In an era where many predicted Minecraft content would stagnate or decline, Unstable Universe showed that there were still new frontiers to explore. Not through new mods, not through new game modes, but through genuine innovation in storytelling and content creation. It proved that Minecraft could be a medium for long-form narrative television. It showed that audiences would invest in scripted stories if they were well crafted. And it demonstrated that collaboration between creators should produce something greater than the sum of its parts. Unstable SMP didn't just create entertaining content, it expanded what was possible in the Minecraft YouTube space. And in doing so, it gave both creators and audiences a reason to stay excited about Minecraft content at the time, when many thought the genre had peaked. That's the real story of Unstable SMP. This server represents a genuine evolution of what Minecraft can be. From Parrot's invention of the Lifesteal mechanic to the creation of a fully realized scripted universe, this is a story of ambition and the willingness to risk everything on a bigger vision. And the story is not over yet. With Season 3 just beginning and new storylines emerging, Unstable Universe continues to push boundaries and surprise audiences. Whatever comes next, one thing is certain: Minecraft content will never be quite the same. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe and drop a like on the video. Click the video up on screen and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!